Good morning, respected employers, my HR fraternity friends and colleagues, and cross-functional friends and colleagues. Today I am going to talk about one of the best and most needed topic, practice, philosophy, principle, so on and so forth, that is innovation. Across the centuries, across the industrial development, across business processes or industrial processes or management processes has not been successful without this word, that is innovation. And innovation is a continuous process and progressive continuous process, and it involves each and everybody in the organization, may whatever level, may whatever be the function. More particularly, where the business challenges are high, technological challenges are very high, competition is very high, cost awareness need is very high, profitability needs is very high, so and so forth challenges are there, which can be to a great extent combat with by practicing the innovation across all level, all functions, always in incremental way. So innovation means creating something which is not now available, but that is possible to create by and through efforts, by and through researches, and by and through trial and errors as well. Next is development. We always say, every management gurus say, every technologist say, development is continuous. If development is not continuous, stagnancy is the result, and growth is arrested. Not only arrested, growth will be at the decline level. Third one is implementation. Yes, innovation can be done, creativity can be done, creation can be done, but unless it is implemented in letter and spirit with a guided philosophy, guided principle, and directed principle to adopt, to implement the innovation across the organization. So, what are the types of innovation? There could be three types of innovation. Number one goes product innovation. In the present product market scenario, product market competitive scenario, product innovation comes first and foremost for the manufacturing industries, be it whatever. So innovation in the production process has to be there in a continual way, in a developmental way, in a incremental way, for creating value chain across the production process. Second is in the process itself. Yes, process always looks for development, and process could be developed if why questions are done, if everything is challenged of its status quo. Challenge what is now and what can be done. What is now, why it should be done, why it should not be done, why it cannot be done in a better way and better way and better way. So question everything, whatever we are doing today and what is possible through the innovation process. And innovation mindset is the guiding force or driving force behind the changes. Another one is, in the present scenario, service organizations are very much important, whether or post or during, whatever. So service industries are also to be within the paradigm of huge innovation, because service industry development has to be grown more and more in the competitive market to satisfy the customer, to make the product or processes accepted by the service customers. And let us understand very clearly, customer does not pay which does not add value to the customer's expectation. So if we look at customer's expectation, if we look at customer delight, innovation has to be continuous, continued, developmental, incremental, across production, across process, across services. Now, 4 types of innovations could be there. As I said, incremental innovation, that is way forward in innovation. Another is disruptive innovation, which I said question every activity today which you are doing, why not can be done in another way. That is the process of disruptive innovation. Another one is architectural innovation, followed by radical innovation, which is re-engineering, value engineering. In the value engineering way, radical improvements, radical innovations can be done, and sustaining value can be established. And another one is technological innovation. Yes, technology is going fast. It should go fast, faster and faster and faster. And within the framework of the existing technology also, there are possibilities to innovate more better way within the given framework, within the technological paradigm, or within the technological features and characteristics, so on and so forth. So all these are types of innovation which should continue across the organization, covering A to Z of the organization, whether with the involvement of lowest level workmen to the top management. Why not? Innovation is a part and parcel of organization life, part and parcel of individuals, groups, performance and productivity, overall productivity of the organization. Now, why innovation is required? I have already might have said. Number one is innovation is focused towards productivity improvement. As a result, reduction in cost is the effect and goes to the benefit pocket of the organization. An innovative product always overcomes the competitiveness to compete over competition. And negotiation power with the product and negotiation power with the customer, negotiation power with the competitive products is increased if innovation is continued and continued and continued. Another one point is, as I said, product, process, services. If in all the three, innovation is taken as a principle, as a guiding driver, then value chain improvement will be there, and value chain improvement is very much necessary for the organization to grow. Now, to have new relationship, new partnership with the vendors, with the customers, again, innovative way of doing things, innovative processes of doing things should be there, so that relationship is turned into a bonding relationship of long-term basis. So, to add value in top and bottom line of the organization, profitability of the organization, innovation is the key tool for the organization to adhere with and to go forward with innovation, and innovation. involve each and everyone in the organization in the innovative process. But of course, for doing the innovation as a philosophy, as a principle, as a guiding driver, there has to be some sort of vision, mission, and objectives to is to ensure that innovation is taken as a broad principle across the organization, which has to be added to the by everybody and contributed by everybody, and with a cohesive teamwork, productive teamwork involving everybody across the organization, so that innovation becomes the culture of the organization. I repeat, innovation should be culture in the organization. And there could be 5 models of innovation as well. One is employee innovation, second is customer innovation, third is vendor innovation, as I said already, of this all these, competitor innovation, and public innovation. All these innovations are to be carried out simultaneously across the organization without any deviation from the principle, philosophy, process, so on and so forth of the organization. But of course, HR as also the functional heads more primarily, more dominantly, and more focused way, functional departments or operations departments or engineering departments are to lead the innovation in a way for a sustaining value within the organization. And for the services and other co-services, HR and all the functional departments or all the functions, CEOs, COOs, or head of departments, or anybody has to be part and parcel of the innovation process if it is taken as a philosophy of the organization, principle of the organization, driving force in the organization to grow, to improve productivity, profitability, so on and so forth of top line and bottom line. So innovation has to be a culture in the organization. But one thing we need to understand, we need to accept that once we take innovation as a policy, innovation as a principle, innovation as an objective, and innovation as a way of life in the organization, then we need to have a structured way of going ahead for clarifying, identifying the innovation processes within the organizations according to the size, nature, and type of the organization, so that the teams, innovative teams, are built across the organization, across all levels, across all functions, so that in composite way, with the integrated and in synergistic way, so that overall result produce overall effectiveness of the organization, improves productivity of the organization, and improves cost reduction, waste reduction, so on and so forth areas on a long-term basis, and continuously with a continued effort, without any break on that, without sacrificing anything and questioning everything of today. Why, and why? In my next video, I will give what are the essentials of innovation. Hopefully, I could make a point. I have given some food for thought as regards innovation as a key driver in the present scenario of the organizations, why present, of the future as well. So, in my description, I have given little more detail. Hopefully, I could make the point of innovation, I repeat, as should be a culture in the organization, and everyone involved in transforming the culture are required to focus on innovation to make it as a culture which will produce lot of byproducts, by behaviors, which again give strength on strength to the organization. Thank you very much.